Welcome everyone to the Honest Review. Today we are going to be talking about whether or not you need an expensive mechanical keyboard for your PC gaming setup. And we're going to be doing that by talking about the RedDragon K552, which is the top rated budget mechanical gaming keyboard on Amazon, which was also my first ever mechanical keyboard. Learned a lot about what I like, what switches I like, but this comes in at $45. And then later on I upgraded to the AM Pro 2 wireless. This came in right at about $90. And then eventually we got to try out the Mac Daddy of gaming keyboards. This is the Corsair K95 Platinum RGB. And this thing comes in at right at around $200. That just goes to show you how quickly a feature pack, top of the line switches keyboard can run you a high cost. I could use any one of these keyboards and perform pretty much identical in the games that I like to play. Matter of fact, I could probably go to Walmart and get like a $20 or $30 little budget keyboard and perform just fine with it. Your keyboard should probably come in last place as far as like upgrades go for your PC gaming setup, which is exactly why my first mechanical keyboard was only $45. The K552 now comes with Cherry MX Red equivalent switches, and I think that was a really wise move by RedDragon. I prefer Cherry MX Red, or at least Red equivalent switches, and they're just much quieter and they don't have that tactile bump in the press. As far as features goes, this is a pretty plain Jane keyboard. It is wired only. It has some lighting options and brightness options, but for the most part, it's just a really simple RGB mechanical keyboard. My AM Pro 2, which ran me about $90, came with Gateron Red switches, which is just a Cherry MX Red equivalent switch. So there's no tactile bump. They're very easy to press, just lightweight to the touch, and it's just a smooth mechanical actuator. Of course, this keyboard is wired and wireless, so on my PC there is a full-blown program for customization, independent lighting control, macro control, literally anything and everything under the sun. I can do it in that program, so this is definitely a more feature-rich keyboard. This is also my keyboard of choice whenever I game. The biggest pro for me with the AM Pro 2 was that it is compact. It's a 60% keyboard, and I just love a small keyboard for gaming purposes. But apples to apples, if this was the RedDragon with the Cherry MX Red equivalent switches in it, and of course I bought this before I knew I liked Cherry MX Red, I would be happy with either one of these keyboards, no problem. And then you have the Big Daddy, the Corsair K95 Platinum RGB XT, which stands for extended. They call it an extended keyboard because it has extended features all around the keyboard. This keyboard is literally day and night, worlds apart from both of the other keyboards on this table. It's got a built-in Stream Deck by Elgato integrated right into the side, so you have 6 quick stream controls for your OBS. Profile customization options, lighting options, dimming options, volume wheel, as well as multimedia key section off to the top right. Any lighting or key remapping can be knocked out in the program. And the cherry on top would have to be the Cherry MX Speed switches, which are rated for up to 100 million actuations. And of course, there's nothing like using the true Cherry MX switches. They're just freaking super smooth. I love these switches. They're probably the best switches that I've used to date. Even though I love the way this keyboard performs, I actually don't use this for gaming purposes. This keyboard serves me better running with my stream PC. Now, if I was using a single PC setup for both gaming and streaming, I would be rocking this keyboard 1000%. But the bottom dollar is I could use either one of these keyboards and perform just fine. And I feel like that's the reason why I had to review the K552 by RedDragon, because it did everything that I needed to do. In the year and a half that I have had it, it's been completely reliable, and I realize now there's no point for me to invest in keyboards that are hundreds and hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars, because believe me, they're out there. To me, it's just not a driving factor for my gaming purposes, and I don't think I'm actually gonna benefit greatly from having a super expensive keyboard. And that really led me to talking about what I consider to be the best budget mechanical keyboard that I've used so far. And again, it's also the top rated budget mechanical keyboard on Amazon with like over 5,000 reviews and like 4.5 stars. It is a super simple design. It is 10 keyless, so you lose the numpad on the side, so it does bring the size down just a little bit. It is a metal frame, so it is durable, and the RGB lighting is super bright, and there's a couple presets and customizations that you can make to it right on the keyboard with no software whatsoever. Plug and play, decent quality, mechanical switches. It's just hard to go wrong. So at the end of the day, you don't need to buy a super expensive mechanical gaming keyboard to have an awesome experience PC gaming, unless you're going for a keyboard that is just packed full of the features that you know you want and enjoy. If that's the case, go for it. But if you're on a budget and you want to invest that money in other parts of your setup, then definitely a budget mechanical gaming keyboard is going to serve you just fine. If you enjoyed this video or it has helped you, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the content. Notification squad, you guys freaking rock. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Peace.